guys, it's Ahmer here, and I found some of the craziest items for some of the best deals, so you don't want to miss out. So this series is where I travel to different areas. I try and travel around to all of the different states to find those items, those vintage items, those just hard to find items, whether it's store displays, standees, kiosks, and the list goes on. Well, I decided to go ahead and add an addition to my Maryland pickups. These items that you're about to see, I scored for $5, and these are just so wild. So I decided to make these to life, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. These were on Facebook Marketplace, and the second that I saw this picture right here, look at that. This is from 1989, Super Mario Brothers. We have Mario. These are those famous Wilton cake pans. So these are like these aluminum pans that you would bake cakes in back in the day. You would use this template. It tells you on this piece of paper here which colors, the food dye, how to do this whole example, how to decorate, which tips you actually need on the baking instructions. This elaborate piece of paper is what actually holds the value on these crazy rare cake pans. So I feel like everyone has these. So why are they rare or more expensive? It's just wild. So growing up in the 90s, I had tons of these. I had Elmo, Barney, I think there was even a SpongeBob one, Pikachu, just so many. But growing up in the 80s, these right here, all of these cake pans that I got, $5. It's insane. And let me tell you, this is much harder than it actually looks. I decided to bake this cake. So how it is you bake the cake, and then it has the reverse image of the mold once you kind of push it out. And then it leaves all of this white space that you'll have to ice. And then you can go ahead and have a, Super Birthday Mario or whoever. So you could put that down there, but then you have to use these little star tips for the different colors. And you have to mix the colors. So you have to get the white icing, then just try and mix them. It tells you a little bit on here that you can actually use certain ones, but if you forget which colors and you have to try and mix them to get the browns and the tans, then you kind of have to do that. But this was very interesting, and the cake turned out decent for not really knowing what I was doing, but this was such a crazy experience, and this thing took an hour and a half to decorate. So I don't know how all these parents did it back then, but this is not the only one that I saw. So let me know if you had this one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You have Michelangelo. Of course, you could change them out. It shows you on here which colors you'll actually need for this. Still has this tape and stuff on here. So I don't even know if all of these were used, which is just insane. But you can actually change it. You could change out the different colors if you wanted to make 4 cakes. Go nuts, go crazy, just have a great time. But this is so wild. I just can't imagine the amount of detail work that parents did back in the day. I have a new appreciation for that. And that's not all. So another 1989 one would also have to be this Batman one. So this one's really cool. I just love how you have this DC Comics. You have all of this on here, just like that older style Batman. This is so incredible. And just having it, some of these were discounted to $2 or something back in the day. It's just so wild to me. And then once again, these papers, they just come out, shows you how to create all of this, shows you the different logos, and it's just wild. Now this one is actually the oldest one. So here we have this HeMan. So this one's really cool. This one's from 1983. Now this one is supposed to come with this little plastic faceplate that you put here, and then of course you decorate on top. So this is just very crazy to me to see all of this. And it's just so wild that people had these back in the day. So I figured that this would be a great little video just to, reminisce. Which ones did you have back in the day? I would have to say my favorites nowadays would be this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and even the Super Mario Brothers. But I'd love to get some of the ones that I had, like Pikachu, even having SpongeBob, Rugrats, I know that they have one, Barney, just so many others. I'd love to see some of those Nickelodeon ones. But these are just so awesome. They are much harder than they look. And I just can't imagine, you know, going through and trying to do all of these. It's just wild. But Mario was definitely enough. So I want to know in the comments down below, which ones do you remember? Which ones did you have? And would you attempt to make these cakes in today's time? So of course, stay with me as we travel around to see which items are out there. Where are the best deals at? And what crazy things can I find? So of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out all of my other videos and stay tuned for more.